Okay, so displayed at Low Mill, I'm going to have the Major Arcana. It's the part of the deck that's 22 cards out of the 78, and it tells the story of the Fool. So it begins with the Fool and moves on to the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, and Death and Temperance. And then there are other cards over in another portion of this. So the Major Arcana is all about the story of the Fool. It tells about a journey of someone throughout their life and the experiences that develop them as a person, or in this case as a robot. The next suit is the Suit of Mycelium. It's about a race of cave people who decide to build mecha suits to leave the cave system they've been living in to inoculate the surface of their planet with mycelium so that they can eventually move out onto the surface. The next suit is swords, traditionally swords, but in my deck it's called Needle. And it's about a nanobot that is injected into people but eventually winds up having some kind of malfunction and destroys everything it sees, and then winds up trying to destroy itself. And in this process of attacking its own self, it realizes that it's conscious and becomes aware that it can change its own programming, and therefore the only way to survive is to change their programming. The next suit is Vapor. Vapor is a suit about a robot that is water-powered. It is a helper bot that people design to help in society to take over the tasks that people don't really want to do anymore, and eventually people just wind up becoming bored to death and they wind up dying, and all that's left behind are these helper bots. And through the use of water in their mechanisms, they develop a soul and evolve past their mechanical bodies. The final suit is the Suit of Crystal. Traditionally it's known as Pentacles, and it's a suit that's basically about wealth and all the different forms of wealth, not just financial wealth. And in my deck, the suit is about a race of people that live inside of a hollow earth after escaping a tragic event of global warming on the surface of their planet. When they come into the center of the earth, which is a hollow earth, they don't even realize they're there, but all they notice is that there's a giant crystal sun that is feeding everything, and they eventually incorporate that crystal into their technology, into their bodies, and they become androids, eventually becoming immortal and giving back more than they take from their world. And so that's essentially it. So we've got the Major Arcana, the Mycelium, Needle, and Vapor, and Crystal. Okay, and here we have the last 7 cards of the Major Arcana, which are the Devil, the Tower, which is actually Brown's Ferry nuclear plant out in Athens, Alabama, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. And these are what close out the entire, according to most people, this is the first deck, the first suit of the deck, but I feel like you could use these independent of the deck to do a tarot reading, just because they can have so many different meanings depending on, the situation you're in. If you're interested in purchasing a deck or helping us get the deck produced through Kickstarter, we do have a Kickstarter. You can find out more info about that at Robotarot by Jaeme Case on Facebook, or you can go to our Instagram, which is at Robotarot.